before I even get into this video, if you're 100% serious about your fitness goals, you want to make progress, you want to be more confident, you want to be more secure in yourself, click the description of this video. It's a coaching application for Typeform, and I'll get back to you when I can. But this video is going to be long, and I'm going to just tell you guys that this isn't an entertaining video. This is not a video that you're supposed to be swiping up on reels and laughing at for 2 seconds and then just leaving it. No, this is my whole life, and this is how I'm going to communicate to you exactly how you can do what I did, but in your own life. So I'm going to just start it off like this. Growing up, I was always the smallest guy, the shortest guy, the skinniest guy everywhere that I went. In school, in my family, literally everywhere I went, I was always the smallest guy. So obviously I got picked on. I got picked on crazy. I got picked on by my teachers, my friends, my family. Everywhere I went, people made comments about my body, and that was the number one thing that I was self-conscious about. Not only was I insecure in the way that I looked in general, I was so insecure about my body to the point where I just started hiding it. Because I couldn't take it at the time. I could not handle the comments that I was getting because I was already dealing with my self-image issues. I was already dealing with so many problems growing up, being younger, and seeing guys around me getting taller, guys around me getting stronger, guys around me getting attention from girls and being taken more seriously. Yet I'm still here, and I'm still the smallest person here. So my confidence was already low. And then me getting bullied and picked on all the time just reinforced this and just 10x the way that I felt about myself in the most negative way possible. So obviously, I became depressed. I hated myself. I literally hated everything about myself. I hated my teeth. I hated my hair. I hated how skinny I was. I hated how short I was. It wasn't anything that I liked about myself. And so, here's where the depression comes in. This is where I'm starting to feel sorry for myself. This is where I'm getting to the point where I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm crying. I'm looking at myself and I'm asking, why do I have to be the smallest person here? Why do I have to be picked on? Why do I have to feel this way? Why do I have to hate myself? Why can't I be confident? Why can't I get attention from girls? Why are all of these people getting this and I'm still here? That's how I felt. And obviously life happens. Hard things come by. You know, you go through traumas. And so all of this being stacked on top of each other is just compounding. And then eventually I get to the point where I'm suicidal. I get to the point where I'm suicidal and I'm thinking about killing myself all the time because I feel like I have no purpose. I already hate myself. I'm tired of dealing with the stuff that I'm dealing with. I'm tired of dealing with regular traumas, hating the way that I looked, hating myself, not liking anything. I felt like it was no reason for me to be here. I didn't enjoy much of what I was doing at the time. All I was doing was playing video games, bro. That was the one thing that I enjoyed. Other than that, I hated everything else. I hated literally everything else about me, bro. And everything else that I was going through. So I felt like I was here for no reason. And I felt powerless. I felt like there was nothing that I could do to change this. I'm always going to hate the way that I look. I'm always going to hate everything about myself. And I'm just stuck like this forever. And then I got stuck in this loop to where I'm just degrading myself mentally on a day-to-day basis. And I'm reinforcing everything that is coming from the outside because that's how I'm thinking of myself on the inside. So it's just a game of stacking on negative thoughts of my negative perceptions of myself, and it's just on loop. So I started listening to depressing music. I started watching depressive content because I could relate to it, and I felt comforted by my sadness, or I felt comforted in the fact that other people were sad. But what I didn't realize was me consuming this content, me feeling sorry for myself, all of this was everything that I was doing was literally making everything worse. I was watching porn all the time. I was crying myself to sleep. I was listening to depressing music. I literally hated everything about myself, bro. and I tried to hang myself. And thank God that I wasn't able to do that, because at the time when I was dealing with suicidal thoughts to the point to where I was taking action on them, the one time I did actually decide to be like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm finished. I don't care. I'm 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 tired of everything. I'm done. And I was about to hang myself. And before I could, my brother busted into the room, and then I hurried up and took everything off, and then I played it off as a joke. But being, what, 13, 14, trying to hang yourself because you feel like you're here for no reason, that's not a normal thing to be dealing with. That's not something that every just now turning teenager should have to deal with. And this isn't a pity party. This is me just telling you guys what I was going through, because I know someone out there watching this video is going through the exact same thing. And I'm here to tell you that you're not helpless, bro. You're not in a hopeless situation. There's not nothing that you can do. There's something that you can do. But I was dealing with these suicidal thoughts for so long. And I've always had battles with mental health issues. But the one thing that gave me some sort of strength in my hardships, in my struggle with my mental health problems, was going to the gym. Because one day, for some reason, I randomly came across this video at like 2 in the morning, and it was a story about, or it was a video about the benefits of doing 100 push-ups. So I started doing those. I started working out from home, and it was just up from there. But I'm gonna save I'm not gonna sit here and just spew my whole life story, because this is more about you guys. This is about the skinny guy watching this video. This is about the guy who doesn't feel confident in himself. This is about the guy that's hiding his body. This is about the guy that feels hopeless in his situation right now. This is for you. And I'm telling you guys this because a lot of people out here are saying, hey, I can help you with this, I can help you with that, but they haven't lived it. I've lived it, bro. I know what it is. I know how it feels, because I had to feel it for years and years and years, and I finally was able to get out of that through the gym. Now, like I said, I felt hopeless. I felt like I was here for no reason. I felt like I had no purpose, and I was just going through the motions day by day and just hating life more and more. But when I started going to the gym, it gave me a purpose. It gave me something to look forward to. It gave me a reason to not kill myself. It gave me a reason to stay here, because it was something that I not only enjoyed, it was something that gave me a community, something that I enjoyed, something that I could always be making progression in, and something that helped with the one thing that was one of the biggest roots, or one of the biggest foundations of my self-image and mental health issues, and that was my body. Because people don't realize the extent to which, when a man is truly in his self-hatred, and a man truly hates the way that he looks, and a man truly feels hopeless, people don't understand how degrading that is mentally. But when I found something that gave me the power to change, and I started to see that change, and I started to gain weight. I was 90 pounds. I started to gain weight, and I started to get bigger. I started to get stronger. And the more progression I made, the more confident I became in myself. And the more I started to actually love who I was and who I was becoming. So like I said, the gym was a place, not only a community, but it was a place of peace and solitude, a place where I could work, a place where I'm around like-minded people, a place where I'm around a support system. It gave me something that I never had, bro. And by me being able to make progression in this way, and by me being able to build my confidence, and by me being able to actually in like the way that I looked, this skyrocketed everything. I got more confident. I stopped hiding my body. I actually started showing it off more. Me, 3 years ago, would have never put something like this on ever. I was wearing hoodies everywhere I went. I was wearing long sleeves everywhere I went. But because I put in the time, the effort, and the sacrifice necessary to actually make a change, I started to see the progression. And I started to stop being a victim in my own mind because I realized what I was doing to myself. I realized all this time where I felt helpless, where I felt hopeless, it was things that I could do. And by me doing those things, eventually I would get to the point where I was more comfortable in my own skin. So the hopelessness that I felt was gone. The purposelessness that I felt was gone. All of these negative mental things that I was dealing with, for the most part, were completely gone when I started actually making progression in the gym. Because when I started to become a better version of myself, and I started to apply the things that I applied in the gym, outside of the gym, into other aspects of my life, when I started doing that, it was just an upward spiral. And every aspect of my life was benefited through the gym. I was more confident. This isn't the most important thing, but at the time, it was important to me because I never got attention from girls. I started to get attention from girls. Now, like I said, that's obviously not the most important thing. I don't want you guys to take that and run with it, but that's the reality. I started to get more attention from girls. I was more confident, and I started actually loving myself. And I was able to be more social, and I was able to just be who I was and not feel like this weak person on the inside. And by me being able to do that, I was able to claw my way out of my depression. And now I don't think about killing myself. I used to think about killing myself every single day, bro. And obviously, mental health is a battle. And I'm not gonna say that it's just gonna be instantaneous. But if you're able to apply the things that you learn from the gym, and you're able to make that progression, and you're able to improve the way that you look, and you're able to be proud of who you are, there's no way that you don't benefit in some way, shape, or form in your life overall. Your relationships, your friendships, your interaction with everyone else, the respect you get from other people, the confidence that you gain. You're able to walk in a room and not feel like, oh my God, are these people looking at how, like, bro, no, you're able to walk in a room with your head up. You're able to walk in a room and speak confidently because you know the kind of man that you are now. And this is just the surface of it, bro. But if you're able to put in what is necessary in the gym, I promise you, bro, your mental health, your relationships, your friendships, literally every aspect of your life is going to improve. All right? And I'm not going to sit here and ramble on. I'm not going to sit here and just spew my whole life story, but guys, I'm telling you, if you're ready to actually make a change, if you're ready to actually be more confident in who you are, if you're ready to actually start developing yourself and start taking control of your situation, of your life through the gym, then the type form is in my description. And I will coach you through I will give you the exact blueprint that I use to get out of being 90 pounds, depressed, insecure, suicidal, all of the above to where I'm at now. And I promise you guys, once you're able to actually start making that progression, it's only going to be up from there. So fill out my coaching application, and I'll talk to you soon.